FlyQuest and Allegiance have an interesting schedule here for the top of Season 6. They start off the season playing against each other, which is like, okay, cool. You get introduced into a new league, start off playing against a team that you've been playing against all of last season. This shouldn't be that big of a deal. Then, both of them first play G2 and NRG.
Yeah.
That's their first 3 matches is each other, then G2, then NRG, because the next matchup is FlyQuest versus G2.
I mean, it doesn't get much more difficult for the early, but again, that's the best practice. We talked about if there's a team you're going to lose against, you might as well lose to the one that you're kind of sure. I also just realized we didn't even answer Axel's question of what does Allegiance have to do?
What does Allegiance have to do?
Win.
Yeah, get good. No. The thing is they have to find a way to control the game. They need to give themselves space. Maybe start with midfield control. See if you can win the 50-50s against NRG, but like that sounds like an unbelievable sentence for me to say at this point. You are going up against Fireburner, the 90-10 god. So we'll see what happens here. But right now they're starting up on offense, getting some plays in the corners here. Lucian puts it behind Fireburner, and Tyler has an opportunity, but Justin gets it neutral enough to get it back to Fireburner. Back out, NRG will start to move on to offense.
I think not to be too vague. I think they just Allegiance really needs to make sure they're only going for things they know they can secure. It's the little mistakes that will eventually stack up against them. And a team like NRG, every tiny mistake will probably be a shot directly into the top 90.
Comes Garrett into the corner. Lucian has to turn himself around. He wins the challenge against Justin. Fireburner will buy time for his team. Garrett and Justin bump into each other in the corner, and again Fireburner buys time. But finally Justin able to get up and engage the ball. Justin with a very brightly colored Stormwatch on his Octane. Here comes Garrett G with a shot. Seabass makes the save as the follow-up there. Fireburner looks for an opportunity, and now Justin turning back around, now into the corner. A bump and a demo from Fireburner, but Justin couldn't get the double tap in the corner. We'll see ourselves still scoreless here in game number 1.
Something I noticed last week, NRG not only can they get the pass plays and the mechanical 1v1s, but they also bring demolition play into their playstyle so heavily. Generally, you'll see teams that do that are the ones that might struggle a little bit at beating defenders or getting around them. But NRG figures, why not both? They're both tools in our kit. We're going to maximize our opportunities whenever we get a chance.
They are excellent at multi-purpose positioning. Fireburner will move in, he'll pass out of the corner, and then immediately on his rotation through, check for goalies, and you'll find them more often than not. Those sorts of multi-purpose interactions is what makes NRG so deadly. Garrett G passed one, NRG there, committing 2 players, and Fireburner gets bumped. Tyler could possibly find Seabass, but does not make contact. It'll be Justin out against Seabass now in the corner.
I like the idea of it, though. Going for the bumps on NRG, since you know they spread out.
Ooh.
You can tell how spread they are, even on defense, trusting each other for the clears and the passes.
Lucian with a clever play to try and go underneath the defender, but it's just not quite enough. Now Lucian down the field will be Garrett G. Over towards the corner, a bump on Justin into the net. Seabass now up. Justin will play it to the side. And Ty here. Try to get out to a teammate. Fireburner's there first. Lucian over to the side. Garrett G trying to wrap around as Lucian will move back in and make a shot. Seabass now to the middle. Justin to the corner. Wrapping high. He'll go for the boost grab. Gets it, but gets demolished. He'll spawn back on defense. Lucian will be a little bit low, and Fireburner tries to take advantage. Back into the corner, seeing if he can set up Garrett. Now back into the middle. It's past his teammate here. We'll see Seabass now. Back down the field. Gets it past Justin. Gets the demolition onto Garrett. Can Ty find the shot? He gets it behind Fireburner, and Allegiance has the lead.
One of the most effective solo plays I've seen. Getting the challenge around Justin, and then, I think it may have been happenstance, but getting a demolition on goalie as well. Removing 2 NRG players with a single flip.
They removed 2 players, and it still took 2 touches to get the ball past Fireburner. That is what you have to do. That's the amount of work that has to be done to score against NRG. But here, Allegiance does it. And they've got the lead, the improbable lead in game number 1. Solution onto the backboard. Justin will get a clear. Seabass in the midfield looking for Lucian. Sends the shot near the neck. Justin get there in time. Nearly isn't there, but he gets it just barely away. Lucian up to challenge Justin now into the corner. Fireburner in the middle for NRG. Justin wins 1 challenge, but the ball goes behind. Fireburner demolished on the follow-up. Garrett G winning a 50-50, but not enough. It's closer positioning from Allegiance. The hold on to ball control, get it back to midfield. Well, they are matching NRG blow for blow right now. With 1:28 left to go. NRG down by 1.
2 staying in net. This is super weird. Fireburner and Garrett both just staying in net as opposed to following up to support Justin.
Oh, Tyler demolished in the midfield by Justin, who tried to follow it up, but Lucian got there first. And those midfield 50-50s, huge part of what is giving Allegiance this opportunity after opportunity on offense. Fireburner pass one, he'll look for Garrett G, plays it all the way down the field here. Ty in the corner, or in front of his net, plays it to the corner. Another demolition onto Illusion. Fireburner just trying to open up space here, but Garrett G cannot hold on to ball control long enough to do anything with it. Illusion plays it past Justin with 47 seconds left. NRG trying to just gain control and give themselves opportunity titles with this game. A nice pass from Justin, but Illusion's there first. Garrett G has to commit tightly. Ty-Not Tyler just playing it away from Fireburner. Just keeping the ball away from NRG right now. Garrett G heavily up the field. Justin could possibly punt this one all the way down, but Ty shuts it down. Now Fireburner up to the corner. 22 seconds left. As Fireburner pass to one. Justin to the far side. As Ty clears it, Justin will turn around quickly. Gets a great touch over to Garrett G, up and in the air and into the corner. Can he find the second touch? What a bounce back in NRG's favor. Justin off the backboard. Fireburner airborne, can't put it past Ty in the final 5 seconds. Garrett G wraps it around. Justin's up as well. The bump on the goalie. Justin drops it in, and with 1 second left, NRG comes alive.
Apparently it's his trademark. Apparently Justin's trademark is to score with 1 or 0 seconds left.
Is this Rocket League? Because there's 1 second on the clock.
How many times are we going to do it this season?
The whole season. Whole season,
The
man.
whole season? Might as well butcher it. I have to give Allegiance so much props. So they're playing so patient when they're on offense. They're not going for shots just because they see them. They know there's a better one around the corner if they can force out a defender. They're also making sure that they send only the best player possible. I want to say best in skill, but best in positioning to go for these defensive challenges. They are matching NRG right now.
Nobody predicted this. Overtime in game 1, Allegiance versus NRG. Ty doesn't make the play. Seabass isn't there, and Fireburner puts it in. NRG makes us wait for the final situation here, but they do get the victory. What a game from Allegiance, though.
And let's talk about that stealing pinch. What on earth was that? Ty-Not Tyler wanted to go up and try and save that, and honestly, he had the right trajectory. Didn't have enough boost. That happens off a kickoff sometimes, but no one expects the magical ceiling pinch of destiny. That was quite the screamer.
And NRG makes it count. Justin, he's nominated for Rookie of the Year with the eSports Awards, and it was for plays like this. Gets off one, rotates right back around, picks up boost, and is right where he needs to be. Got some help from his teammates. Garrett opening up the lane. Justin makes it count at the very last moment. This is why he is one of the best players in Rocket League right now.
I mean, I was so... How many people did that poor guy hit?
Everybody.
I'm pretty sure he just pinballed inside of that goal. I mean, I was so caught up on the shot actually coming through that I didn't even, honestly, which is bad of me. Sorry, everybody. Didn't even catch the bump in net.
Caster, by the way.
I know, right? I'm here because they asked me to be. But at the same time, you know, I don't know how much that would have affected it. I don't know how much boost that player had. I wasn't able to actually catch it live when it happened. But look at the shots, man. Allegiance had one more shot. They had 6 shots to 5 for NRG. NRG only 1 goal difference. 2 assists of their 2 goals, so they're still doing good on that.
This game lasted, what, 5 minutes and 10 seconds? I forget how long the clock was in overtime there.
Yes.
And they led for 4 minutes and 59 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
They were, well, I guess there was the time before they scored. Caster math. We'll get it eventually. Folks.
No one would have questioned you. You're the only one that did.
Nobody thought.
3 people would have.
Nobody thought Allegiance would be here.
Yeah.
No one thought this would happen. They took it in game 1. They took it to NRG and forced NRG to play their game. So much of that game was Allegiance on offense. They controlled the midfield. They gave themselves the opportunities. They just needed one more opportunity to go their way than it did. And that's the way you have to play in the championship series against one of the best teams in the world. Seabass gets a carry past 1 here in game 2. They were so close to getting the win over NRG in game 1. Now looking to carry on some momentum to game 2. Garrett G gets the super save. Here comes Justin underneath one, a nice fake, but Illusion, beautiful read. Regains ball control, gets it past Fireburner, looks for the dunk on Garrett G, but it's not gonna happen. The play across, he gets the backflip, what a shot! Seabass with a pass, and Allegiance has the lead again.
I love it. I was watching Ty-Not Tyler. He was waiting in mid. It was a 3v1 against Garrett, who lost that first challenge, or I guess shouldn't say lost it, but it did not go the way he wanted to. I love that Illusion sat in mid because Ty actually had a lot of ground to cover. He may have been supporting, but he didn't want to throw it away, and now again, Allegiance have the lead against NRG.
Can they hold on to it this time, though? They get another shot. Seabass beats the last defender, 2-0 Allegiance.
This is my thought. This is what I got for you.
What is it? I'm ready.
No, that silence was it.
Oh. Just lull what?
I mean, maybe not lull, but definitely a what.
Kickoff goals and 3s against NRG. Happens sometimes. Here comes another one, maybe? Ty had an opportunity. Fireburner was at Ty's mercy. Lucky for him, he doesn't even make contact, and the pinch goes all the way back down. A nice clear from Aleutian, keeping the ball nice and near the ceiling. No follow-up challenge from NRG. Fireburner now on the wall. Past one. Seabass and Ty. Tag team that one past the front line of NRG. And now Justin. Here for another shot. To the side, Ty on the wall. Looking to set up Aleutian in the mid. 3:46 on the clock. So far, very little control. Finally, a play from Garrett G. He wins a midfield 50-50. Fireburner will look to set him up. So it goes back, and it doesn't even need it. Aleutian didn't have the block. Looked like he might get this off, but no. Fireburner gets NRG on the board.
Starting with a smack. Justin hitting out Aleutian, and then Tyler and Aleutian getting bumped into each other. That one bump actually ended up causing mayhem. If he'd gotten the demolition, that wouldn't have happened, but since he just flung the car around, it ended up causing more havoc.
Just made me miss Midseason Mayhem.
Right.
Effing chats for Midseason Mayhem, folks. Justin now up in midfield. A nice touch over Aleutian. Can he get Seabass 2? Just bumps him out of the way. It's gonna, no! Seabass falls and makes the save! Oh my goodness. Justin did everything he needed to, and Seabass is like, I got one more card up my sleeve. Keeps the lead here for Allegiance.
How long can they keep this up, though? It seems like NRG are slowly starting to find their form.
Seabass, pass one. Aleutian putting it back in. Seabass will try to go for a backflip goal. It'll be the second one of the game here for Allegiance. It doesn't happen. Now into the corner, Aleutian. Pass out to Ty. Can't get it through Fireburner, but another opportunity here. Seabass comes in, finds the shot placement. Beautiful shooting for Allegiance, and it's a 2-goal game again.
And it's not just beautiful shooting. Look at the positioning. The moment Ty went up for that, Seabass was finding himself in position. Ty made sure that Fireburner had to come all the way out of that net for that. Fireburner was just so far he had to cut off the angle. And impressively, he did. But at that point, when you have someone like Seabass following in that perfect third-person position, he gave them a nice, beautiful shot to the corner, and now it's a 2-goal game.
Oh, Garrett looking for the double tap. Couldn't get it underneath the post. Couldn't get it around the post, underneath the crossbar, rather. Now back out Justin with an opportunity on the backboard. Aleutian, it'll be a little bit low on boost. He's got to trust Seabass here, and Garrett's airborne. Had the read, got it past one. Aleutian drops it back down behind Fireburner, but it will be Justin who's there first. Finds Garrett G. Couldn't get the contact. He'll follow it up himself. Ty plays it to the side. Fireburner now onto the wall. Aleutian with the read. Garrett G, the follow-up, trying to get one step ahead of Allegiance here. So they get them on the retreating defense. Fireburner falling back down in the middle, and Justin gets the win in the corner, but loses the second touch to Aleutian. Looks for the flick on Garrett G, plays it back into the orange, but it'll just be an Allegiance ball. Ty plays it over to an empty half, and that'll mean Fireburner can move in quickly. He'll look to set up his teammates, gets a pass one. Ty on the wall, makes the save. The backboard defense, especially from Ty, has been excellent this series, as Justin just tries to get it away from Seabass. With 1:50 left on the clock, it's a 2-goal lead for Allegiance right now. It's Justin and Fireburner trying to tag team a second goal.
Garrett G having to try and support this as much as possible. He kind of has been going for some solo plays to, again, do as much damage as he possibly can. You've seen NRG pull that off, going for the bumps, going for the challenges.
Fireburner on the backboard. Justin, can he get the absurd angle? Gets one, gets a second touch to drop it down. Seabass gets it away, but it's behind Fireburner. He was nearly in the right place, but the touch from Seabass was just wide enough to block the follow-up, and still the 2-goal lead. Nearly a third one there as Ty sends the worm burner towards the corner. Now Justin, pass two, just one player back here. Seabass in the back, can he get it away? He will. The follow-ups there. Garrett G didn't like his position. The pass across, Fireburner back to Justin, can't find him in time. They nearly make the pass play happen with 1 minute remaining. Still the 2-goal lead for Allegiance.
Retreating defense on both sides is clean. Honestly, it almost feels like NRG being as clean and precise as they are is helping Allegiance know exactly where to position, especially for saves. They're like, yeah, this is gonna be a shot. Yep, it was. It's a good thing I was waiting here for it. It's almost like they're too good, which isn't really a thing.
Well, Justin, you need to get creative, gets a pass one, gets the back pass here to Fireburner. He'll look to pass it back up to his teammate, but intercepted by Seabass. Now Garrett G by himself. Can he be the star NRG needs in this moment? 30 seconds left. Justin tries to get there, but the reads, especially from Seabass in the air, he's been so quick in the air. A bump on Aleutian opens up an opportunity, but Ty is right there where he needs to be to block the shot. With 16 seconds left, game one was won by a miracle from NRG. But here in game two, Allegiance has done it. They have put together the series they need, and they're gonna take a game off of the runners-up from the World Championships. What a game, Allegiance. Well done.
And Allegiance 9 shots to NRG's 7. So they still even had more shots, not just more goals. But sometimes you'll see a team that plays really, really defensive, goes for counterattacks. They'll have more goals, but in reality didn't have a lot of offensive pressure. But that scoreboard right there proves that they had plenty. And also no solo plays, because 2 of those 3 goals were assisted. So the fact that Allegiance are still able to mount this kind of pressure. NRG, are they thinking too much? Are they hesitating too much? Are they leaving too much spread? I want to wait until Game 3 to really understand if they're not really coming into their own shoes. Maybe they just weren't prepared for Allegiance to play like this.
I feel like it is, for me, the one-on-one game. It doesn't feel like NRG's mispositioning. It just feels like when they're making contact, they're losing it. The Allegiance is managing to gain ball control, and Allegiance is playing so fast. Every time they make a touch, they are there to make the follow-up before NRG can react properly. And when you're one step ahead of any team, you're going to get the victories here. What a play from Allegiance. Very impressed. 3 goals against NRG here.
Well, one thing I feel like NRG could potentially be relying too much on is winning in those contests and also winning in any kind of 1v1 situation. They're not really looking for those midfield passes. They're not trying to make sure. They're like, hey, you know what? We're just going to actually pull you out of defense. Instead, they're going for the punches. They're trying to smack you out of net. They're trying to beat you in the 50-50 and then hit your teammate, right? Which worked really well, but just not enough in that game. Can they rely on that? Obviously not with the pace that Allegiance is playing at. Sometimes I feel these teams slow down a little bit.
I feel like NRG, one of the keys to victory for them here is their pass game. They've had a few great opportunities where the pass just wasn't quite there. They shot the ball, they passed the ball behind the shooter or something like that. Yeah. They need to be able to tighten those sorts of things up, because that's one thing that they have on basically every team in North America. They are very good at those pass plays. Maybe Cloud9 being the only other team that's really excelling at that right now. So I'm excited to see if NRG can make those adjustments. They'll have a little bit of a break here while we reset for Game 3. Folks, we can take a look at match number 1 and how that went. If you're just now tuning in, though, it was quite an exciting series between Cloud9 and Ghost. We expected the 3-0 from Cloud9, but Ghost took us all the way to Game 5.
They almost actually took it.
They almost did.
They actually almost took the series. They were 1 goal up with seconds remaining. Cloud9 were able to barely take it to a tie game, bring it into overtime.
Well, those the 2 games that Ghost won were both in overtime. So when Game 4 goes to overtime, we thought this is it. Ghost is going to do it again. But they find it after 4 minutes. And then Game 5, Cloud9 came alive in a great way. They stay undefeated against Ghost all time.
And we see this happen a lot in the RLCS. And I would love to know what happens in the offseason. Every season, people come back and they're just not really at true form. Is it maybe because they just haven't really gotten their head back in the pure competitive mentality? Is it also maybe just because they don't know what to expect, because there's a lot of curiosity with, hey, roster swaps and people maybe not scrimming as often? But if you're constantly playing against these teams and you're constantly grinding, you'd think we'd see everyone just come out of the gate running, but we still really haven't seen that very often.
No, it really hasn't been, and it's been like Ghost look night and day different from series number 1. As you see Zane Jackie finishing off one of their 2 overtime victories there. It was pretty crazy. This was the overtime that Squishy was finally able to win, set up by his teammates. But oh my goodness, Cloud9, they had their hands full with Ghost, and Rogue better be looking out because they play Ghost later today. That's got to be a scary one to have watched.
But even just to talk to this series, right? So we have NRG and Allegiance. Everyone just expecting it to be a stomp. This is Allegiance's first time here in the RLCS, right? They came up from the rival series in the promotion relegation tournament, and now they're here to clearly prove something. The fact that they're playing as fast as they are and as consistent as they are, what we almost always see in a team going against as clean as NRG is you would have just seen 2 or 3 mistakes, NRG would have gotten a couple goals, and would have been like, they played really well, but just a couple critical mistakes, and then they just need to fix it. Which, that's what we sound like in my head, by the way. If you just make sure you stop messing up, then you're going to win.
Well, Game 3 for Allegiance could be a huge difference maker. If they are able to win 2 straight, the upset alert is real. Right now, NRG has played well in all of their games, but hasn't been able to only put the victory together with a 1-second goal in game number 1 and then an overtime victory. And really, we're never in control of game number 2. And the difference maker for me here is game 3. How does Allegiance deal with being ahead, with having currently outscoring NRG in the series? NRG puts this one high. Illusion plays it back down the field, off the wall. Justin will play it over the top of Ty, who tried to crash in and send the shot
One of my big questions is, will NRG still go for these physical plays? You see Fireburner swinging by net, maybe trying to find Ty.
Looked for him again. Garrett G now back down, Fireburner towards the backboard, just barely missed on the wide shot. Justin now playing it across. Justin switching to a less dramatic, distracting car. Rocking his much more standard muted colors here. He was driving the most ostentatious Maverick last week. This time he's gone back to the tried but true Octane.
Sometimes, even if it's just superstition, you just got to go with it.
Sometimes here, and the shot from Aleutian goes a bit high. Garrett G over to the side. Now NRG looking on the counterattack. Fireburner plays it high. Has anybody got the follow-up? Justin's there, but Aleutian plays it to the corner. Garrett G with a read to send it away. Now over to the side.
Just keep another half, letting his team reset. They all went to midfield, grab boost, and now they're there to support him. They can keep up this pressure, keep up control.
All onto the backboard. No one's there. Can he get in time? Aleutian blocks Garrett G on the follow-up. Joseph puts onto the backboard once more. Seabass will be there first and gets it past Fireburner. Then leaves it to Garrett G. Puts it in the midfield. Justin's not ready. Can he make the save? What a play. They need to get bailed out. Oh, Aleutian gets demolished. He was right there to make the save, or to make the follow-up shot, but Garrett G clears it. What a team play from NRG.
Silencing that attack immediately. Not only did they get that incredible save from Justin, but Garrett G to follow up immediately, and Fireburner supporting with that demolition.
Clean way to immediately eliminate a very dangerous situation. And now here at halftime, nobody's scoring in Game 3. What has been a series we've seen goals going in pretty early. As Justin waits on the wall, wins a challenge. Garrett G thinks about moving in, but respects Justin's positioning. Fireburner hadn't fallen all the way back. The pinch goes all the way to an empty corner, and Garrett G has to retreat quickly. He got back in time. Seabass was there with the challenge, but Fireburner now back into the orange, wins the challenge, looks for Aleutian, doesn't find him, finds Seabass on the post. Can Justin set up Garrett? Ty had made a great adjustment. It will be Seabass now back down the field. Counterplays back and forth, Aleutian into the corner. Seabass couldn't make contact, it'll be Aleutian again. Justin's challenge goes neutral. Fireburner up onto the wall, looking for one more. Gets it past Seabass, now Garrett G out to try and challenge Ty. Pick it up on the poor touch from Ty in the midfield, and that gains offensive control here for NRG. But the defensive touches in the box, always going all the way back out to midfield right now for Allegiance.
But Ty's got almost no boost now. He picked up a single pad. He can't really support his team right now. But he still goes out for offense. Look at that, he had almost nothing. Ooh. And now they're turning it around.
He found the pass to Aleutian. All the way back down. Ty over the top of one, Aleutian is up, Fireburner gets it away. Justin moving down, trying to find the shot. But the quick counterattack not going to come together. With 1:13 left to go, approaching silver goal territory. So Aleutian doesn't make contact, Ty has to challenge, and Justin's got the read on him, but he can't make contact. Fireburner now up, gets it past one, he'll look for a second onto the wall. Can he get it out to Garrett G? Aleutian will be there, plays it all the way down. Garrett now, the shot towards the goal is wide. Fireburner past one. Aleutian up to Ty in the final minute. As they move on to offense once more. It's been a back and forth matter. Both teams with opportunities. Here comes Seabass, blocked by Justin, and they crashed into the box. Fireburner, though, does not move out despite the man advantage NRG had for a moment. Intercepted by Aleutian, up to Ty. He'll look for the shot here. No one's in a great position. Can Justin get there in time? He gets it away, and Garrett G clears it again. The goal line defense holds on once more, and we're still scoreless. Here goes Garrett. Plenty of boost to work with. Can he get it through Ty? No, he sends it to the side just in time. Fireburner not going to get there. Seabass back down the field. Two up. A double commit leaves it open. Fireburner rotates into goal, and here comes the follow from Ty. He goes for the pass to Seabass, but they can't make the shot happen. In the final 10 seconds, Fireburner's out. It's over to the side. Here comes Justin. Down the field. Fireburner there to try and make a shot. They get a demolition on Garrett, which leaves the pressure. Can he keep this one alive? No, Justin sends it to the side. Overtime in Game 3. We had it in Game 1. NRG took it. Can Allegiance make the difference?
God, I love the composure of Allegiance. They have made a fan out of me just watching how these people play with the pressure that is on them, whether they're on offense or defense, always opting to make the best decision they can.
That double commit, though, could be the nail in the coffin for Game 3. So far, they haven't gotten punished for it, and Aleutian makes some good positioning. We'll get out of that one unscathed. Gets it past Justin in the air. Fireburner down to the corner. Seabass onto the back wall. Beautiful reads here, knowing how to position on defense. Ty wins a midfield challenge. It's coming off the backboard. Fireburner will get there in time. That baits in Seabass. He'll be in the back with not much boost. Ty misses the 50-50, and Fireburner gets it neutral to Justin, who gets the challenge now into the orange. Fireburner tried to across the field quickly, and Ty has to play it across. Justin's there, has the read. Garrett G and company starting to gain control of this match. They're starting to outread and be one step ahead of Allegiance. The pass across to Justin. He gets it past Seabass. Fireburner's still there. Can he put it in? It's off the backboard. Ty's not in a good position. Garrett's got the whole net to shoot at. He actually passes to Justin, and it goes behind his teammate. They get the win in the midfield, and Justin with a follow-up, but Seabass makes the save. And the open net, it goes away. NRG's still holding on to ball control, but it's just not as good of an opportunity.
But Allegiance has almost no boost. No one above 30 right now. Finally, somebody's picked up one. They're starting to regain.
Seabass through the air. He's got Ty in support. So goes to the corner. Niter player makes a good challenge, but the follow-up just wasn't quite there. Not willing to commit all three players on offense in overtime. Seabass will block the easy shot. A nice demolition from Fireburner. Justin drops it back in. Now a crowded corner as Ty spawned in an unfortunate place. Garrett G gets it off the backboard. Justin's up. He should be able to make this shot. Drops it in, and that's Justin for you. NRG takes the win in Game 3. What a play.
I cannot speak enough to Allegiance. I know NRG won that, and I'm still excited that they won that. But I opened up the series saying I think Allegiance should only take the things they know they can get. And they literally started off by saying we can get anything. We can literally just get anything. We are not going to make mistakes. We are going to play just as critical as NRG does.
And the thing it came down to, Fireburner getting the demolition on Ty. He spawns underneath the ball. Both his teammates are already there, and all of a sudden, they are forced to three-man coordinate. How is this rotation going to work out? It's too much to figure out in that split second of an opportunity. Garrett G gets it off the backboard. Justin puts it in. What a way to lose a game. Like that, you can't even be mad. It's not Allegiance's fault. They did their best here. Fireburner created an opportunity. They got the RNG of the spawn, and Justin scores. Now going into Game 4, NRG, they've had to work hard for this series, but they're set up to get the win. 12
shots for NRG, and all the saves for NRG only on Justin. 5 saves for Justin. Wow. He's all over the field. It does not matter, but I mean, that's honestly right now, I can say the same about all 6 players on this pitch right now. None of them are dedicating to a position. They can all play wherever they're needed. They are the fact that Allegiance are spreading out even when NRG is like just sitting in their half ready for shots, and they're still looking for passes. Even when I was following, I think it was Seabass, he had 6 boost, and he's like, I'm gonna go to midfield.
Yeah,
and he
found the pass to
Illusion. And they still got a pass out.
Very, very clean. Like the pass game from Allegiance has been very impressive. They are playing like an RLCS caliber team. They're a team that earned the right to be here, and they are making the best of this moment, trying to set their name in RLCS history. But Game 4, NRG. They've gotten 2 wins. Both have been on overtimes. Can they take one in regulation against Allegiance? Demolition on Fireburner. Opening up some opportunities. Illusion is on the backboard, and the save for Garrett G comes through. Now Seabass back over the side. Garrett to Fireburner, who gets actually bumped in the enemy corner and opens up some space for Ty, and Illusion just a tag team this one back to midfield. Now Seabass cuts in, getting in between Fireburner and Justin. Garrett G plays it away and back out to Fireburner. Can he find Garrett G now in the midfield? These passes have not really been on point for NRG. Here comes Justin, finds the shot. Ty makes a save, but it's still dangerous. Illusion gets it to the corner to bail him out. To Garrett G, he'll look to set up Justin here. Ty gets a great challenge.
Allegiance shutting down so many things that would have left wide open opportunities for NRG.
Garrett G over to the side. Fireburner's there, passes it right back down to his teammate. Here comes the pass plays. Illusion in the back, doesn't make contact, and he's got Justin pressuring him right in front of the goal. Gets it onto the backboard, but it's with enough power that it's past the other NRG players. Fireburner
NRG strong.
Justin hits the post, and Illusion will clear it away. NRG really starting to hold onto this game. Shot after shot going at least neutral, if not winning in their favor, as Justin sends another one on target. Seabass still makes the save, but Fireburner has control again. Finally, we see some space given. NRG ran out of boost, and the midfield challenges that Allegiance has been able to rely on come right back up. They're able to get a moment on offense.
But you can see the strength of NRG when they start taking these shots. I think they just try and get the weakness of their opponents of your palms are getting sweaty now because of the amount of saves you've had to make last second, and your hand's just going to start slipping. I think that's what they try and do.
It's Fireburner now, past 1. Illusion over to the side. It'll be Justin who's there. Neutral contact will drop in Ty's favor. Good challenge from Garrett. Past 1 and neutral past the other. Seabass now to the corner. 2:50 left on the clock. It's still a scoreless game here in Game 4, but Fireburner now with ball control. He's got one in front of him. Ty trying to rotate back. Challenge goes into the corner. And Aleutian follows us off, holding on to his flip reset. There's Fireburner. Back into the corner with Justin in support. Can he find the crazy angle? Goes wide of the goal. Aleutian now coming back down. He's got Tyler and Seabass in the middle. Justin will carry a pass 1 and pass 2. Look at this play from Justin using all the flips. They've got it back up on offense, but still, so far, a lot of pressure. But good goal line defense and box level defense here from Allegiance has kept us scoreless, and anything can happen. Fireburner gets that one away. Garrett G has to clear it. He just gets it high, but follows it up on the wall himself. And now to carry it. He holds on to ball control right behind the ball, so Seabass can't really challenge. But now Aleutian comes in off the crossbar. Seabass had been causing confusion, causing pressure in net. And Allegiance starting to build some offensive pressure here.
Watch how both of these teams always clear it from defense. They won't just throw it away. They're not even going for the hard clears. They'd rather have control. On both sides, they're doing it. The moment that they have control in their own half, they push it out slowly. They try and stay behind it. They make sure that they give their team time to come and support them. And that's when it becomes so dangerous.
Despite all of the pressure and all the ball control that NRG's had, they only have 3 shots in this game. We're approaching completion of the 4th minute. It's Fireburner over the side. Garrett G's there as well. Fireburner looks again for demos, but doesn't find anybody. Seabass with a loft and Justin with a clear across. Fireburner's there, sends the shot on target, and Ty makes the save. Aleutian's right behind him, able to bring out Justin, but Fireburner shoots far post. Seabass still makes the save and Ty's right into net to block the follow from Garrett G. It gets shut down at the point of contact, and now the transition outwards. The 2-on-1 challenge goes neutral, and Justin has an opportunity to win the game. He puts it in, and with 1 minute left, NRG's got the lead.
Always keeping it close, NRG. Is this your new thing of the season? Justin able to get incredible power on that one. It looked like he wasn't even going to reach it, but he saved his flip for the perfect moment. His car scooped up underneath it, kept the height on it. 55 seconds left to NRG take the lead.
The secret weapon of NRG is they just put the shots on target. They do not miss. They force you to play impeccable defense. And the moment there's a midfield double commit on the ground, it's probably the least dangerous sort of double commit to have. And Justin's able to score on it. NRG with a 1-goal lead, 35 seconds remaining. Can Allegiance do the impossible and send us to Game 5? No one expected them to get 1 win. And they've done that. Can they get 2? The loft here for Justin. He can't get the shot as Seabass gets his savior medal. So many saves here from Allegiance. So it goes in the midfield. Aleutian over to the side. Garrett G setting up Justin. Not a lot of pressure. Can he get it off the backboard? Drops it down. No, it gets blocked away. With 10 seconds left, the 1-goal lead's all NRG needs. In the corner, holding on to ball control. It looks like Allegiance could possibly knock off the North American Titan, but it's not gonna happen. NRG, they make it close. It was not the raffle stomp anybody predicted, but they get the win.